Good morning, I'm Tina Jennings. Now, have you ever wondered what those juicy red and purple fruits of the prickly pear cacti taste like? Or maybe curious what mesquite pods taste like and how they're actually made into flour? Well, Colin Waite and Mike Mayer are here to tell us about an event that will answer all of these questions and actually a lot more. Gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping in with me today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Colin, let's start out. Where did the idea to come about to do an event that kind of tackles those kinds of questions?
Well, we live in a really amazing place, and the Sonoran Desert has all of these natural plants that can be turned into foods and medicines and be used for other purposes. And so we wanted to connect the people of Tucson to these natural resources that are so important to the native peoples of the desert and can continue to be used today.
I think that's awesome. And so what can we expect if we come to this event? I'm seeing a couple of things out here.
We've actually got a lot of different things planned for this event. We're going to be doing some prickly pear demonstrations. We're going to have an ethnobotanist named Carrie Cannon doing a presentation and an interpretive walk in the desert to go out and see some of these edible and medicinal plants that are in the Cooper Center. We're going to have some local vendors that are involved with other types of products that can be made from these things. So there's going to be a lot going on.
A lot going on. Now, Mike, I did hear him mention about Carrie's presentation. Can you kind of give us a preview as to what she's going to cover?
Sure. Well, Carrie is a member of the Resource Management Department at the U of A and also part of the Wallapai tribe. She deals with some of their cultural issues up there. And she is going to be doing an indoor presentation part of the time to go over what are the plants that we can use for food and medicinal purposes in the Sonoran Desert. And then we'll also be taking a walk outside to actually go see some of these in the flesh, so to speak, and so that folks will be able to identify them and know how to use them if they see them around their home.
Well, and speaking of seeing them in the flesh, is that kind of some of the things that you brought here with you today?
That's right. We brought a few things today for you to take a look at, for your audience to take a look at. Colin, why don't you tell them what you need before you go out and get some prickly pear tunas?
Sure. So obviously harvesting cactus fruit is a challenge.
Yeah.
So we get the gloves, and depending on how much fruit you're going to want a bucket or something that you can put the fruit in. And then we've got these big tongs that we use to actually catch the fruit and pull it off. And usually if they're ripe, they come off very easily.
Yeah.
Okay, how can you tell if they're ripe?
Well, what you can do is when you go to use the tongs and just give it a little turn and they'll fall right off.
That's how you know.
Don't, they aren't ripe yet.
Then
you just want to leave them.
Leave those ones there until they're ready to come off.
That's right. And here's some that have been picked just yesterday that we got just actually in my neighborhood where I live.
Okay.
And what I did is I took some of these and I put them in the freezer. And the reason why we do that, we want to freeze them because when you freeze them, the cell walls break from the ice crystals.
Okay.
So that then when they thaw, which is what I've done here, they just turn into mush.
And we want mush.
And we want mush.
Okay, we want mush.
We want mush so we can extract the juice. Oh. And you may have to help them along, like if you'll take this knife and just kind of saw into one. You see how easy it is. Be careful not to touch it because you're going to get little stickers on
little
you.
stickers.
So just, I'll hold it down here and you.
Kind of get in there?
Yeah, just there you go.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's real soft.
Right. And then you can, if you want to mush a little more.
Mush a little more.
Take a fork and just kind of gently push down.
Go in here.
And you see how the juice just comes right out of there?
It does.
Yeah.
And so we want to mush until, what am I doing at the bottom? Because I see what's happening at the bottom.
Sure, I'll show you that. Now what I did is I took a clean piece of, this is an old t-shirt that I washed.
Okay, so that's easy.
Yeah, put it on there, and it was white last night.
Oh.
So this is kind of the juice that has come out here, and I'm not going to take this off, but you can see how some of the juice has already come off of there. And so what you're doing is you're filtering out the seeds and the tiny little spines that are there, so you're just getting juice.
And so you just keep mushing until all the juice comes out.
You mush and mush, and then you leave it for a while, and you want to mush some more, and then you get as much juice as you want, or from the amount of prickly pear tunas that you've picked, the fruits.
So what do you do with the juice, though?
Now the juice, we'll have to go down to this
come down
other end over here.
Perfect.
And from that, you can make prickly pear jellies. There's even a tea that's been infused with prickly pear. It's a green tea, but they also make prickly pear tea by itself. There's prickly pear syrup that you can boil the juice down even further. And we also have you can do the same thing with another product from the desert, which is agave. And you can even boil mesquite pods to make a syrup, kind of a sweet syrup, or you can grind it into a flour that's gluten-free and low glycemic and very, very healthy for you. And as a matter of fact, Tina, if you're really brave today, you can pick one of these pods,
Okay.
break it open, and put a little piece in your mouth and see how
Really?
they taste.
Okay, so I don't want to break it open wrong. Show me what to do.
Here you go. You just kind of break it like this. And, you know, not every mesquite pod is going to be good for flour or syrup. Each one has a different flavor. So kind of, if you want to...
Do I just put this whole thing in?
You can just put that whole thing in your mouth
in.
and kind of suck on it for a minute. Don't try to chew the seed, but the outside around it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Isn't it?
It's got a nice sweet taste.
So that's what you want to look for, because not all mesquite pods have that sweet flavor. Some are sour, some are chalky. Everyone is different, so we want to find just the right ones. So that's what we want to help people with when they come out to the event at the Cooper Center, to kind of see the different aspects of food and medicinal plants that are in the desert.
You know what? I bet a lot of people walk by all of these all of the time and don't know one way or another what to do with them, but they think they're, you know, beautiful, or, you know, that they're something that we're proud to have here in Tucson. But really quick, Colin, I know that we have had you on a couple times talking about the Cooper Center. How does this event tie into everything?
So we're always looking for ways to get learners of all ages involved at the center. And so we do a lot with younger kids when they come out for field trips. And because we are community funded now, it's really important for us to reconnect with people who have done Camp Cooper over the years. Over 50 years of visitors, over 130,000 Tucsonans who have come out. And so this is an opportunity for them to reconnect with the center and really enjoy the place, and to teach them something new.
I think this is awesome. Well, I'm going to give everybody the details of the event. But gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. This was very interesting. I think that people will take a lot away from this event. I think this is awesome. Now, you at home can attend the Prickly Pear Fiesta at the Cooper Center this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. For directions and more information, you could log on to coopercenter.arizona.edu, or, of course, give them a call at 626-1825.